Hey, good afternoon, Hammer fam. Welcome back to another HammeredHead review. Today we got the Shadow Stormtrooper from the 30th Anniversary Collection Saga Legends. Before we get started, I want to give a huge shout out to Buddy Pal and Millennium Falcon for becoming the newest Drunken Thorian Patreon members. Thank you guys so much for your support. It really means a lot. I'm so glad to have you on the team. And yeah, looking forward to the future of the channel with you guys there to support it and join me along the way. So thank you. But yeah, let's get started. Pretty excited for this guy. There are a few variants of Shadow Stormtroopers. This one, I believe, is from the Crimson Empire series, but he's got a really badass picture on the back there. He comes with a black coin instead of the standard silver one. It's kind of hard to see in there, but we'll get a closer look once we open him up. Fan's choice. And a special offer for Captain Rex Fig. Love to see that. Yeah, I think the display on this guy looks superb. Yeah, and then there's a little shot from Crimson Empire back there. Shadow Stormtrooper, armed with blaster rifles and dressed in black armor designed to increase sensor stealth. Shadow Stormtroopers loyally serve a mysterious agent of evil named Karner Jax and obey Jax's order to eliminate an Imperial guardsman named Kir Kanos. And like a whatever pose there. Species, cloned humans. Status, specialized clone trooper division. Weapon of choice, DL-19 stealth blast rifle. Characteristic, poses mercenaries or bounty hunters. Nice. Yeah, I'm not a big Legends guy, but I did read Crimson Empire, and it is a very good comic series. A lot of the premises for those old ones were kind of goofy, but this one was executed well and had some great aesthetics for a lot of the characters. This guy being one of them, so let's get him out of the box and take a closer look. Alright, there he is. He looks pretty shadowy. Unlike the Utapau Shadow Clone Trooper, this guy is almost entirely black. He doesn't have any accenting on him. With the exception of his helmet, there are some blue paint apps there, which add a little bit of flavor. But pretty basic other than that. The sculpt itself appears to just be like a normal Stormtrooper. So really the shadow just comes in on the all black paint apps. I'll get into it more later, but the blaster is a really loose grip in his hand. And it looks a little smaller than most Stormtrooper blasters, so it's kind of tough for him to grab it with both hands without it looking goofy. But, whatever. There's still a good amount of detail all around. He's got these cool panels on his armor, a nice belt. He does have a holster, and this thermal detonator is very pronounced. It's a nice mold there. Got another, printing there, which is kind of annoying, but it's okay. Decent detailing on the legs, nothing too crazy or anything. And then, yeah, basic boots. And two pretty solid looking peg holes. Yeah, so he's, again, pretty basic. Just a black Stormtrooper, nothing super crazy about him at all. Articulation's decent. He's got a ball joint head with a pretty solid range of motion. Only issue is that when he looks up, you can really see that ball joint. That looks kind of goofy. But from a distance, it's okay, and he can look around very well. Then ball joint shoulders, and there's no pauldron or anything really, so you can see the joint, which I never really like, but it does allow him to move pretty freely. And then ball joint elbows, which go a little past 90. That's a really good bend. And then swivel wrists. He's got a ball waist, which moves really well. And swivel hips, which is a little disappointing. But he's got ball joint knees and ball joint ankles that have a great range of motion for such an old figure. So that's good. Yeah, all in all, it's pretty good articulation. Looking at the accessories, he does have the Captain Rex offer, which is a little nostalgic. Love to see that. The only figure accessory really is the blaster, which, like I said, it just feels a little bit on the small side, which is fine, but it doesn't fit very well in his hand, which is a little annoying. But he does have this holster, and it kind of fits in there. I don't know which direction it's supposed to go in, but if you put it in that way, it kind of sticks out a lot, and it's a little tough to take out. And if you put it in like backwards, there's this little slit in there where I think the power cell is supposed to go. So fits a little bit nicer that way, but still looks goofy. But if you're worried about losing it or something, if he's holding it, it stays a lot better in that holster, and you can't see it from the front. So if you just want him like standing there, you can have it in the back. And then the most interesting accessory is the coin. It's a black expanded universe coin with who's a Thrawn, Dirge, and I don't know who that last character is, but it looks cool. Sorry, don't mind the cat. Looks cool. It says expanded universe on the back. Again, I kind of wish it had a picture of the guy and said like Crimson Empire or something, but they probably didn't have the budget to make each and every one of those. So I do like the unique blackness of this one. That's pretty cool. And that's pretty much it for the Shadow Stormtrooper. I think he's okay. He's literally just like a black Stormtrooper. There's nothing special about him. That grip on the blaster is really atrocious too. So I don't know. I personally don't think he's super worth it. But if you like the Empire and Stormtroopers and you want to build up an army and you need like special forces or something, this guy's like a pretty decent pick for that. And I do really like that black coin. That's pretty special. So if you're into like that side of the action figures and you want to collect all the coins, that's a good one to have too. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thank you to all my Patreon subscribers. Be sure to follow on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Check out the Patreon page, and don't forget, stay hammered.